Everyone, welcome to my new YouTube series where I'll be sharing my journey as a solo game developer studio. If you're watching this, perhaps you're also interested in going on the same sort of path or career like me. So I'm gonna try keep these videos sort of short and kind of share them on and also discuss what's been happening with me and my studio. So subscribe if you're new and drop a like, that helps the channel grow. First of all, I'd like to think of myself as quite informed. So when I first launched my studio, I had made a lot of mistakes. I mean, it's impossible to learn everything before you actually start doing it. So even though I believed that I had a lot of information, I still was making mistakes, which is human. So I think it's important to understand that. So first things first, which a lot of people know already, but for some reason at the time it was just the way things worked for me, is I waited too long to create my Steam page for my game. Now that had led to the game being launched really close to the Steam page being set up, which didn't allow for a lot of wishlist being had and stuff like that. So that was probably one of the biggest mistakes that I made, but it's just how it worked for me. I had waited for so long for other things to kind of happen, they didn't happen, and then I just kind of got left in this position, so I had to just keep going. Not having a good marketing plan at the launch, so that was another thing that happened to me. Again, not something I knew really how to do, but I kind of know now, again by learning from my mistakes. So it's good to have a collaboration with really good reliable content creators from the start. So if you make a list of people that you can trust, that you know they're gonna create content of your games, they like you, they like what you do, so they're gonna make good content of your game. So if you can build upon that list before you start launching your game, then you can contact them just as you're about to launch, and then you have more chances of them creating visibility of your games. Something that I had not done with Rise of the Village Hero, and that kind of made the game suffer a little bit. So if you launch in early access or any other games in any format, even if it's full release, especially as a first commercial game, and this is something I need to kind of keep myself tell myself constantly as well, be happy with what you get. So especially if it's your first game, things can go either way. You could have extremely good success, or you may have just crickets. That's okay. Like, it's your first game. Just learn how to cope with it, learn how to basically improve from your mistakes, and be happy you shipped the game. That's amazing. You know how many people just wait for perfection, for working for ages on their game, and they never release because they always feel that there's something else that they need to do. You've just made it, you've released the game. So that's a number 3. Just be happy with what you get, like your wins, Number 4, post your game and be proud about it. A lot of indie devs, probably like myself, we always look at other indie devs and what their games are like, and we start kind of like thinking like, oh my god, my game is not that good or whatever. Just try and post about your game. Like, there'll be at least one other person in this world who will like your game, who might have 2 other friends, and then so on, and there will be people who will like your game. Just post enough about it and try to get people to share it, and yeah, it's your work, it's your hard work. So yeah, also basically be proud about what you're doing. You're a one-person show here. You're marketing, you're you're running a studio, like from the business perspective, you're making games. Just be kind to yourself. And finally, take your time. This is a long road. If you're in it to make a lot of money from the get-go, you're probably going to be disappointed. This is a sort of a place where you kind of just need to learn from your mistakes, get better as you do more games, and just kind of grow steadily. I'm not saying that your game is not going to sell millions, but who knows? Nobody knows. It's not. There's no proven path here, like many have said. So yeah, make a list of the things that you've learned from your previous games and try to improve it on the next game, and as you go, and just try and release more games. So what are other steps that you took, or other mistakes that you made? I would love to hear about it, so please leave a comment below. Also, if you don't know, my game is available on Steam. It's an RPG, Rise the Village Hero, and if you know somebody who likes RPGs, share it with a friend. I'd be really appreciative. Link in the description. Thank you for your support, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.